up, guys? I'm back. I decided to make a new video and kind of return back to some old stuff, I guess you could say. But I think leaving some things unfinished was the wrong move about things. But I kind of had the thought process of maybe I have to think about things completely differently. I'll just make a new world. I don't remember what the hell I was trying to do with this. And I had tried to wrap my brain around like what I could have said to help understand myself, I guess you could say. But in general, you can only cause your mindset to change for a while, I guess you could say. That doesn't really sit right with what I'm trying to say. Yeah, by the way, hate me all you want. I don't like to lose my stuff if I'm trying to just do a casual world. Um, when it comes to how I think there's a lot of room for improvement on things like that. Oh. Sorry, it's like 2:43 in the morning, but I think when it comes to how I think, it can be completely contradictory to anything and everything I'll normally say or do. I think that normally causes things to happen that are bad. I think I need to get into the most. What the hell? For the record, I did not activate Chiefs, so what you're seeing here is. Yeah, hold up. Why is it so buggy? Okay. Yeah, that feels a lot less buggy to me. I still feel like some spikes are there, but if we're going to get into like certain issues, I think I think my thought process at the time had small errors in it. A little after that time, and a little before the Tennessee trip I went on, or more like the trip I took over to Tennessee, there was some things that I had changed my thought process on. And I know I said oh Jesus, I know I said I would make a video shortly after uh that one, but honestly, I had completely changed my mind at first, but I was like, yeah, I need to I need to just speak about it. this is just really repetitive. Oh, oh, okay, that works. But I had found out the I had currently had my brain completely wrapped around they're the bad person, but I had learned that, you know, I thought mostly wrong about them. There was hurt on both sides, and there's a lot of things that I said in that video. Yeah, they did happen. Yeah, it was a lot more messed up than you'd initially think, and you could be asking me like, well, what changed? Nothing really did. It was just the fact that I had that conversation again, and it completely threw my thought process aside and messed me up slowly but surely. Talking to a person for closure isn't really the most greatest thing to do, especially because if you had those feelings for them, they will come back and bite you in the butt. And on a side note, if you can hear like my computer and stuff or my keyboard clicks, do know this was just the one and only method I could really think of to get rid of like heavy noise gate that would take away from my already quiet voice. So I really do apologize for that. But yeah, also I am in a call and I think she might be asleep. So there's that. Don't hate on it. And you know, I mean I'm in call with Pookie right now. But you know, when you get trapped in your mind for a pretty long while, things start to confuse you more and more, and you slowly start you slowly start to drift into my apologies. Um, you slowly start to drift yourself into like a kind of delirium, wondering if everything you had thought before was really in the right, and if you were like right for doing what you did. I most definitely wasn't right, but nor was she. I felt like me take enacting revenge and wanting payback for being hurt so bad was something that affected me more later on down the line because having that opportunity and seeing how how much she's changed really caught me off guard, and you know having the conversation before the trip to Tennessee really ate at me inside, I guess you could say. And it had reminded me on how stupid I can really be. But in all honesty, I don't feel sorry anymore. I guess because I had confused my body and my brain so much to the point where, you know, that's not something that I should concern myself with. And I'm speaking on past terms with present term feelings and trying to recollect the feelings I had at those times because I don't write how I feel anymore on things. I just kind of let them run their course and forget about them, which seeing some of those like the two videos before this one when it comes out is kind of says a whole different story about what I'm currently saying. Oh, hell no. Yeah, nah. I'll come back down to this later. I had got him. Actually, what am I doing? I could just dip. They'll never expect it. Um, when it comes down to it, I felt kind of stupid because I had deprived myself of the time necessary to actually work on myself instead of, you know, enacting revenge because I felt really mad about being done wrong, being done dirty. So I went out of my way to let current time or temporary time anger take over and try to hit her where it hurts most. And I'm not saying like somebody should ever do this or is deserving to anybody, but at the time, out of anger and feeling kind of betrayed, because at the time of that, oh nah, bro, they're going for kids. Um, at the time when that happened, especially with her pretty much like flirting with other dudes, or well, as many people had said, she was doing was flirting with other dudes while trying to get back with me, and it had completely enraged me. So I went out of my way to, as messed up as this will sound, I went out of my way to hit with her cousin and pretty much flip her off in that kind of regard. And it worked. It worked for a long while, even after I left that relationship. I had that conversation uh, no more than 3 months ago with her, and no, maybe it was 4 or 5 months ago, and I had that conversation had gone to the point where I had learned that that situation that I was thinking of was only true to an extent, and I should have Ugh, bro, they got too much health. I wanted to make sure she felt the pain I felt at that time, and I enacted it in that way. And that conversation I had with her showed, like, this isn't the same girl that, I had those deep, mad feelings towards after the breakup. She had completely changed how she was and even apologized to me for how she treated me. And it made me feel really, really, really weird, especially because of the fact of like I got a lock in gang. Oh shoot. Oh, alright. What? Is this bleach? What? I have a dash. I didn't know that. Like that conversation completely showed how how much she changed and how how pathetic I felt. I guess you could probably argue and say that like that's probably her like trying to make me feel bad, I guess. But I wouldn't know. Um, I had ended up starting to wish that, you know, she had changed her ways before she did that to me. But she never did. And I felt really, really, really distraught about it. And I won't lie, at the time I did think, like, why not me? Why why did it have to be him specifically? And you go out of your way to do that for him and act like, you know, act the way you did while you were with me, but apologize the way you do when you're coming back to talk about what we were. Oh, hell nah, dude. I hate baby zombies, bro. But it had completely like messed with my mind for a pretty long while because it was like there was so much that I had felt and it had hit from deep within and made me like ponder like what did I do wrong that, warranted. And I think it broke me more because I wanted to restart everything with her because I felt like what I did was wrong, but she herself apologized to me and told me that it was entirely her fault, and she showed that she knew what she did wrong and how she treated me through and through in the entire relationship, even if it was really, really bad. She understood that no matter what, she she did me wrong in many ways. She had apologized by saying, "I'm sorry about like everything I did in the relationship with you. That I didn't deserve being treated so badly, and you know, it had kind of confused me because it was like, how are you gonna finally see it well out of the relationship a few months after, but there's nothing I could do or say about it because in the end, it's already done, and there's no point to go back to something that I'm already done with, and she doesn't care anymore. I don't know how to really explain it in a way that I can understand it. I came to my own stalemate. I became numb to those feelings, and currently, no longer having to worry about those two really give me more than just a peace of mind. And, you know, I guess it's a chapter ended. I mean, hell, I'm still gonna be thinking the way I normally do, whether that's good or bad. I think that a person who has not much going for them deserves to at least have something to help them start it up. But no, wait, what am I saying about myself, bro? I probably have something going for me, but I don't know. Bro, that's not a cow. I can preach a lot about like happy things to people, but I won't deny I'm not a very like happy person. I don't think anybody really is. I hate that. I didn't even know that if you run onto that, you actually catch fire. Minecraft has changed, but um, I do believe my mindset from back then has changed for the better due to the fact of like I don't really have something making me think in such manners. That and as of right now, I have a lot of good things going for me, and I have a person who I feel like I can rely on. I have s- singular friend that like I could call, and depending on if he's gonna be weird, you know, he'll pick up, and out, I guess. But I'm gonna be honest with you. And Vincent, if you are watching this, I hope you know, bro, you're weird. But that's okay. Like, I believe in you, man. Free. I'm sorry, bro. There's no way I should talk about you like that, but like, come on, bro. How you gonna tell me like, hey, yo, let's hop on call, and then not pick up, and then go to bed? Like, come on, man. You're gonna get finessed. I'm gonna touch you, bro. I probably shouldn't be saying this because of YouTube or whatever, but like, you know, it's kind of whatever. Actually, it's not whatever, bro. If I get a strike, I'm cooked, gang. Um, to be honest with you guys, um, making it farther into life, I guess you could say, because I'll be honest with you, I'm basically exiting senior year with more motivation, most definitely. I won't be miserable. I'll at least have someone, or yeah, someone and something to look forward to in the future. So it gives me a lot of motivation, I guess you could say. And I feel a lot more positive about things. I kind of have the ability to talk about things. And bro, I have the ability to talk about things in a manner that I normally really don't get the ability to do often because of the fact that, like, I'm in containment a good amount of my life, but I find no issue with it because I've spent a good amount of time kind of just. Oh, oh no! What? Is there a spawner somewhere? Oh nah, bro. You guys handle each other. I'll be in here. um, I won't deny I did forget where I was. I locked in. I think that. Oh shoot. I believe that there's always something that can change your mindset, or like someone that can help you see things differently. And I have seen something like that recently, and it's kind of shown me that maybe not everybody is so negative or so evil, because I guess where I grew up, I noticed that maybe people or humans in general are very, very cruel and harsh people, like to the nature of no person is good unless something else. And I had figured that, you know, with that in mind, what possibly be like someone's motive, if not for personal gain? Would they be a good person for? And I did believe that there were people that had good intentions but weren't good people in general. But that was proven wrong due to the fact of the person trying to do good, but only time can tell on whether or not what I believe is right or wrong, because people's intentions go many ways. You can't read a person's thought process just by by like small things. You have to. These are just more toward like random brain thoughts. They don't have much correlation to anything. Now that I think about it, I guess I had ran out of things I could talk about at the current moment. So there's that. I normally tend to have the motivation to make a video, but as you can tell, there's times like this where I learn that I feel the need to have a reason to talk about something or have the motivation to do something before I even choose to do it, because without it, then I just make something that's complete garbage. And, you know, you could say it's probably not the best thing to do something like that, but I just don't like to have something forced. I feel like it's better to feel like you want to do it yourself without having to lie or motive or force yourself into it, because things only get crappier because of it. thoughts like that don't really get you far. You know, it's just more toward making that leap into something and hopefully being able to come out from it and have something good because what? Ew. Oh, hell no. I just realized. Um, I don't know. I think I'd have to make a follow up video whenever I could figure something out. But as of right now, I think trying to process something would probably be a good time to come back, especially if I need something to like use as like the style thoughts on things. This is weird. Um, I think this video might have been a flop, but either way, I'll still upload it. There's no reason to get rid of it. I I had the motivation for it, but like I said, I didn't know like what specifically to get back into. There is my own situations going on, so I'm waiting till things fully die down to go, I guess, more public with. So I guess I'll hold off on like the main parts, and you know, if I ever get that motivation back, and you know, it's that time of the night, best believe I'll come back. But as of right now, I have little to no clue what specifically I should talk about to help keep what I was talking about previously more more understanding into the situation. I by no means am someone, I guess, cool. At least I don't believe anything about me would be cool besides like besides like some of the experiences, like for instance the Lil Darky concert, which in case you haven't gone to one yet, hella cool. Gotta love Darky. He's a well talented musician. But as of right now, guys, I have no clue what the hell to talk about. So I guess I'll come back to this video with something that you guys would like to listen to. And we also have another portal. So that's cool. No, I'm wrong. It's supposed to be bigger. These two up more. So one, two, three, four. Yeah, I would have had enough. Cook? Wait, not cook. W. Alright. We will come back to this later, I guess. I need to, I guess, find something worthwhile talking about because I, in general, being someone who's not a very entertaining person, I think I need to find something worthwhile for people to enjoy watching and coming back to. So, I guess in that regards, um, I'll talk to you guys. Well, I'll make another video for you guys later on into this. But do not hesitate to comment your opinions or your thought process on hearing what I said. If you want to possibly have like a call and me record something about it, or even off of recording just to have a small discussion, don't be afraid to message because my thoughts are one that you probably won't ever come across, but I think conversating about things is a really nice thing. But nonetheless, I make these videos, or well, I have made 3 or 4 videos, including this one, going over my thoughts on stuff and what I feel, what I think or thought of at the time, and kind of explain into it into a certain extent. But, you know, I hope you guys have like a good night or a good day whenever you're choosing to view this. And if you made it this far, then I give you my thanks for choosing to stay and listen to a thought process on some possible person who could maybe be a loser whenever you do look at this. Um, you know, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.